Greetings my friends, I'm doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. I'm doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. I'm just a normal guy who's doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. I've said that a lot. Yesterday my friends, we are on the day 62. I'll just refer to the board, just in case I forgot. I might be trying to remember all the pi, but I forget things all the time. I know, that's maybe not a good advertisement, but it's the truth. Okay, so today we're on the digits 6,101 to 6,200. I'm still on the Indiana Jones train now, so first of all, I'll just say that what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get 10,000 digits in my head to keep in there. You know, that's the mission, but I don't know how long that's going to take exactly. I'm doing pretty well. I've gone over, I'm not sure where the book is now, I went over it yesterday, so I'll maybe touch on this again, although I did it yesterday, and what it is I'm going through all of the 10,000 that I've done. So sorry, I haven't done the 10,000. I'm kind of up to about 7,300. I've just learned that 100 today. Although the couple of hundred before that I haven't touched on again, so I've probably forgot them, but I'll go over them again. They'll be in there somewhere. If you don't catch them, it's all about catching the memories or the positions that were put on there and the characters were created. It's all about catching them before they fade. Because once we've got them, we're like, yeah, I've got that. That's no problem. They're in my head there, and then you don't do anything about it. And 2 days later, you would have forgotten them all probably, because we've got to catch them, we've got to reinforce them. That's why we create locations. There's all this other stuff that goes into it. I'm not a savant. You know, that might be that might be cool, just to remember everything you ever read. I'm not. That's not how it works for me. But it does work though. It's kind of like, I don't know, you know, I mean, even when I've got the full 10,000 in my head, and I'm like, yeah, I've done it for years. I mean, I've probably got to still keep on top of it. It's like anything. If you don't train something, it'll just go. So it's like it's a lifelong thing. But once it's in there, hopefully I'll have systems in where I just keep on going through it. Or every night it might sound boring to people, but there's reasons I want to do it. Anyhow, let's just get on with it, and I'll go through I'll touch on a few things later. But we'll use the weight vest again. I did put an extra kilo in there yesterday, so we've got 5 kilos extra. Oh, I should have, come on Lee, there it is. So yeah, we'll see how it goes with this again. I've still got the arm strains, so we'll just crack on. Okay, so like I said, I'm still using Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. We're getting to the end of the film in my head, all the stations. They're still in the place with the Ark doing the ceremonies now, and there's, for anyone who's seen the film, which I'm sure most of you have, and that's why I don't really give too many spoilers, but there's a certain scene in here, you know, where the 3 guys, I don't really want to say much, but something happens to them, you know, like when the nice lights start coming out of the Ark and things. So anyway, that's where I am now. Right, we're going to crack on, and then I'll get through the first 50, and then I'll just go through the process like I normally do. I know you won't see the digits and things if the board's too far away, and I'll bring it forward at the end once we're done, and hopefully we've got it right. We'll see. Again, my confidence level of recalling all these things all the time, it's never 100%, you know, to be honest. Even if I go through it, I'm like, yeah, I've got that. It's still kind of trying to recall it in front of the camera, because I'm doing like the Facebook Live on the phone, and I've got the other camera next to it. So, but we'll see. All I can do is my best, right? Okay, let's go. 2, 5, 4, 0, 7, 9, 0, 9, 1, 4. I mean, touch wood, that's almost the same sound. Well, I haven't had any major disasters yet. I mean, I had 2 sentences, so write this down. 2, 5, 2, 5, what did I say? 4, 0, 7, and 9, 0, 9, 1, 4. Yeah, well, I haven't ever had any major disasters doing this yet. I did have one incident where I was kind of like, I was just feeling slightly, you know, my head wasn't in the game on one of the episodes or something, but it was fine. You know, I kind of, it's good to experience a little bit of kind of like, oh, you know, but apart from that, we haven't had any major pie disasters, and we're cracking on. That's the main thing. Okay, right, I'll have a look again. What I tend to do is I get the next locations in my head before I jump up, because I get up there and I'm like, oh, where was I? Where was I? Right. 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 1, 1, 3, 6. Yeah, I can feel that extra kilo doing its business. What did I say? I said 5, 1, 3, 5, 7. Yes, and I said 1, 1, 1, 3, 6. Okay. Yeah, this was. I'll talk about it after the 50. I'm about to go off on one here. Right. 1, 1, 3, 6. Then we'll go back. Yeah, sometimes the order, it can get a bit confusing if the stations aren't totally locked into your head. That's actually one of the, well, there's a few harder things, to be honest with you, but that's certainly one of them. Anyway, we'll crack on and then we'll talk about that in a minute. 9, 4, 1, 0, 9, 1, 1, 9, 3, 9. Yeah. Alright. 9, 4, 1, 0, 9. And 1, 1, 9, 3, 9. Okay. Oh, nobody kind of feels like I'm getting through these fast, but I think I'm just talking too much, isn't it? I'm just trying to avoid this extra little bit of weight. But the only way to do it is to get through it. Yeah, that kind of works, doesn't it? The only way to do it is to get through it. But I want to coin that one. Okay, so I'm staring at this again. I'm just working out where I am. 11939. Okay, right. Yes. Right. 3, 2, 5, 1, 9, 1, 0, 7, 6, 0. Right. 3, 2, 5, 1, 9, and 1, 0, 7, 6, 1, 0. That's a 6L. 10760, yes. Okay, final 2 of the 50. Just stretch this out. I'm feeling the pull again. This is a frustrating injury, I must admit. It is a lot better than it was, I think. That sounds a bit. It's a lot better than it was, I think. It's better. It's just not fully better, Pain free. That's what we're after. Okay. Right. 2, 0, 8, 2, 5, 2, 0, 2, 6, 1. Whew. Yeah, I think we'll be maybe going down to 5s. Maybe the first block or the first 2 will be 10s, and I'll jump it down to 5s. Right. 2, 0, 8, 2, 5, and 2, 0, 2, 6, 1. Okay. Nothing leaps out. Okay, I think we're good there. Right. Listen, I know you can't see these. At least I don't think you can. So there's a couple of things. I found this one really hard. There's a few hundred that I've been creating, and I think the movie thing can work, using stations from movies or TV shows and that, rather than just going outside as you walk in the area. maybe that's better. Maybe walk in the zone that you really know and taking the pictures that you, especially if you know the inside and out. That would be better, I guess, probably. But when you're dealing with trying to get 2,000 stations for the full pie thing, because obviously there's 5 locations here, and I need 10,000. That's 2,000 stations. So, and plus I'm experimenting with how to use different stations. So, but it's worked. Like, you know, I've memorised all the ones using when I went and took photographs outside. Just walking, taking them off lampposts and benches and hedges and zebra crossings and big stones, or you know, try to make them things which you know, so you had some movement in between them. And I found repetition is not always that good, and I think that sometimes in the movies here I've been taking stations with repetition thinking that they would be good, and they're maybe not necessarily bad. It's just when things are close, like for instance these 3 stations here, like 94109, 11939, 32519. Again, see, they've all got 9 as well, which is good. It is actually all characters. Again, when I was talking about when they were doing the ceremony with the ark and the 3 guys behind, you've got the guy with the scar on the hand, the main Bellic, the one who's doing the ceremony. I was trying to think of another word that I couldn't think of it. Performing the ceremony, maybe. And then you've got like the officer there, like, and then as I say, as these lights and things come out. But I was using these characters and they circled around a few times, so it was just like a little bit trying to remember the cycles or something, or when they're going round. And you would think it'd be easy, but it's sometimes better when you're in and you're gone. So you've took, just say one of them, or even 2 of them, or whatever, just say one, and then you're off to something else and something different. It's not a person, it might be, you know, again, like I say, it could be a big rock, or it could be a mountain or something, or a different type of scene with a different character maybe. But I don't know exactly what I'm saying there, but for some reason this was a bit sticky. But once I kind of got past the repetition of the characters and continued on through the locations, it did seem a bit easier. And so I guess having distance between in different locations as much as you can. That's why maybe picking a movie or picking different TV shows where they go out of a place. If you're just stuck in a room the whole time and not a lot is happening, then you probably can't get many locations. You know what I mean? Anyhow, I don't think I've explained that very well. I do apologise, but anyhow, okay, I've waffled on a bit too much. I'll get through the next 100 and then I'll kind of talk about the technique that I use, which again there's a previous 61 that I've done. So you know, you don't need to watch this one to the end, my friends. Okay, so again, these last 2 you can see they're both like 20 and 20 as well, so it's the same character, which is Barack Obama. I'll explain why again after the next 100. But now we're actually leaving, so we're leaving sorry, no, we've got one more station up here which is inside of this kind of cave system, and then we'll leave and we'll go back to the city after that. So that's a nice little break there as well. Okay, right, so we're going to do some 10s, probably the first 2 sets, and then probably just drop it down to 5s again. Okay, 8, 7, 9, 8, 5, 3, 1, 8, 8, 7. 8, 7, 9, 8, 5, and 3, 1, which is Captain America. 8, 8, Hulk Hogan, so he's in a wrestling ring, and 7's like a boomerang, so he's throwing his spear, I was about to say. He's what do you call it, shield, and it's coming back to him. It's because it's like a boomerang. So that's the image I see there. So yeah, I'll talk about it at the end. Hey, I don't organise these well though. I'm just winging it, my friends, winging it. Right, okay. Next couple of stations. Get them locked in my head. Do you know what? Okay, there, then there. Okay, that's good. 7, 0, 5, 8, 4, 2, 9, 7, 2, 5. 7, 0, 5, 8, 4, and 2, 9, 7, 2, 5. Okay. Right. Well, I think might try another 10 now. If not, if I feel like I can't do the 10, I'll just jump down at 5. We'll just do 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got like 6 left there. Right. 3, 4. 9, 1, 6, 7, 7, 8, 1. Ooh. Oh my god, wake me neck. Oof. 3. I'll stop there a second, sorry. 1, 4. I should have stopped after the 5. I didn't think I could have made that, but anyhow. 9, 1, 6, 7, 7, and 8, 1, 3, 1, 4. Okay, definitely 5s now. If I can even manage that. Hey. Okay. Got 4 left more, yes. Right. 2 seconds. Just shake that off. 9, there we go. 9, 6, 9, 9, 0, 0. 9, 6, 9, 9, 0. Okay. 0, 9, 0, 1. Hey. 9. Wow. 0, 9, 0, 1. 0, 9, 0, 1, 9. Is that what I said? Well, that's what it is there. I might have said something different, but that's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna shake it off for a second because, you know, I'm feeling it there. Just like you say, this, my goal was as well when I started was to add an extra kilo, but actually, yeah, so I was going to add an extra kilo of weight each week, 20 weeks, 20 kilos. But again, I had an injury about 2 weeks in because I was curling weights that were too heavy for us. And I strained. This arm was not as bad as this one, but this one was really quite damaged. And I must admit, I was like concerned about being able to continue with this. And I hate stopping things at a start, I must admit. But anyhow, I've gone through, but obviously I haven't been adding the weights. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if I could have got up with a full 20 kilos, maybe. Because I was stronger back then as well. Because I was doing loads of pull-ups, but after the injury, I couldn't do as many pull-ups or the training as I wanted to. So, you know how that is. And it sucks, my friends, it sucks. Okay, let's get the last 2 out of the way. 2, 1, 1, 6, 9, 2, 1, 1, 6, 9, and last one, changing location. Actually, this very last digit here is the last set of 5, it is the start of the Temple of Doom. So it's a shame it didn't end on the 100, but hey, you know, beggars can't be choosers. So this is, if you haven't seen Temple of Doom, it's a good film. And yeah, all the Indiana Jones films are pretty cool, I think. So it's the guys like smashing the gong. So that's kind of what I'm using, the gong to finish off this one. That's what I'm doing. Okay. 7, 1, 7, 3, 7. Right. 7, 1, 7, 3, 7. Okay. How we're doing? How we're doing? I think we're okay. I think we've got today's correct. Let me just bring the board forward. The board of truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth, my friends. Hope you can see them. Yes, that's so. It looks good. Yes, that's so. We've got through a full film, so that's not too bad. So it was 4,800. I'm going to have a quick look at the book here now that I've finished. So, just to show you. So let's have a look. 4,600, 700, 700, 800 steps going up. Open glass. Huge stone face carving. Oh, okay, right. So yeah. So there you go. So 4,800 to 4,900. It doesn't actually say Indiana Jones films, but that's where I started. It's got like a huge stone face carving. 61711. Then crossing the river, and then picking dart out of tree. Huge tree in the jungle. And again, anyhow, so just locations like that is what I was using, and you know, they've worked. It's like so. Yeah, so that was 4,800. So that's like, what's that? 200 there. So that's 400. So I've got 1,400 digits out of the one movie. Again, memory experts would probably get a lot more stations, or maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they'd be like, no, let's kind of just cherry pick the ones there. But I'm sure they can. You know, they've got such skills in that aspect that. You know, they could use a tighter bunch and cram as much in there as possible because it's just second nature to them now. I don't really know, but it's worked for me there. I think I've certainly learned some lessons with certain stations and things which didn't work as well as others. But also, it's, you know, since pi is just random digits, then the specific characters within them can be a bit problematic as well, or they don't gel with the location. But so basically what I use is a journey method and a person action object list. So I convert numbers into digits. 0 becomes O for obvious reasons. 1, the first 5 are A, B, C, D, E. So 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, 4 is D, 5 is E. 6 is S, begins with an S. 7 is G. I tried to find out why that was G. It could be the G7 summit. I think that was, you know, you think I'd be able to find that, but I can't seem to. 8 is H, 8H, and 9 is N. So it's all fits really nicely, apart from the G, but again, G7. So there you go. And then we'll convert, that's all you need. So you need 0 to 9. And then you convert those letters into characters. They could be, again, actors, or could be personas in films. Like say I've got Captain America, C being 3 and 1 being A, Captain America. 01 is Neo, he's just the 1. 07 is James Bond. 42 David Beckham, 4D, 2D. So he's, again, but you give them actions. So David Beckham, obviously he's kicking a football. I mean, Neo, I've just got him giving it the old kind of Matrix thing, or maybe he's doing the you know, the old cartwheels, kicking around with his glasses and things on, or maybe he could be using his phone. Could be the scene where he gets his face kind of, you know, melted a bit when he's being questioned. Anyway, spoiler again. But that's what I do. They all have actions, and then the first 2 digits are, like I was saying before, so Captain America 31 is doing the action. You know what it is? This is where I think I might be doing it wrong a little bit, to be honest. He's like doing the action of Hulk Hogan, because that's what 88 is. But I've just kind of got Hulk Hogan, so he doesn't seem to have an action. It's just like a wrestling ring, and you're bouncing off, and maybe you're pile driving people. So it's kind of an action, but I don't know if I'm using this technique correct exactly. But it does work, and again, over the months and years, I'll refine it and see what really works. But like for instance, again, I guess, like say David Beckham, I don't think I've got him on here today, but Novak Djokovic 9-4. If it was 9-4-4-2, then maybe he would just be not kicking a football, but I guess he could just be whacking a football with these tennis rackets. So I think they just morph and change into whatever tries to fit with your mind a bit better. And sometimes, I must admit, they don't go in there easy. Some really go in there easy, and some are a bit of a struggle. To feel like you're like, geez, is that only 5 digits? To feel like you've come up with this story that's too big. And there's other ones that just fit so nicely and nice and neat. And again, on the location where they are as well. So there's a little bit of, it's learning how to deal with these things. It's like with the Indiana Jones films. I was like, do I morph the characters in the Indiana Jones or the other characters? Do I have them just standing next to them at the locations? And I've used a bit of both, and it's still not totally natural to us what to do in the locations, but it still works. And sometimes, if they don't sit in going there nicely, then I just force them in a little bit more. It's like I do use, so it is a little bit of rote learning, but it's not really, because you've still got the images. You're just trying to batter the images in there a little bit more until they stick. But once I've got the whole 10,000, I'm going to be going back again, refining these things over the months and years to try and I might replace characters with other characters, or just add extra characters, or change again maybe the actions that they do and things like that. And then so you've got so it's always the first one is the person. So 87 is Hugh Jackman. So I've always got him as Wolverine. He's obviously been in many things, but I've got him as Wolverine. I just think it's so the action is the claws coming out. So he's doing the action of 98, which is, I forget his actual name. It's like Patrick O'Neill or something. He's an actor. Flanagan, or anyhow, it's whatever it is that I've just got the picture of him. He played Doogie or something. Anyhow, so and then so he's doing the action of him, which has changed a few times, because he was a certain film, he was like testing a gun, so I was using that one. Then I saw A Million Ways to Die in the Wild West, and he was doing something where he was like needing the toilet urgently, so I've kind of used that a bit now. And the last digit is a number shape or number rhyme, so it's either 1 to 9 is or 0 is hero, 1's bun, 2 shoe, 3 tree, 4 door, 5 hive, 6 sticks, 7 heaven, 8 gate, 9 vine. But again, 9 could be wine, vine, 5 could be dive, hive, so whatever rhymes. Or the shape, what the actual thing looks like. 0 for me, it could be a hula hoop, anything a sphere. A Stargate, I've said that's a really good one, because it's got action, it's got noise, there's all kinds of things can come through it. 1, a spear, you get the idea. 2, a bird. 9, a balloon. Or so it's whatever you choose there, then you just get the images there. So like I say, that's a good one. Captain America is bouncing off on the side of the rings in the wrestling. You could be wrestling against someone in there. You don't really want to wrestle in Hulk Hogan, because then sometimes you're like, which one's first? Is it 8-8? Is it 8-8-8-7? Or is it 8-7-8-8? And this is, I quite often get these things flipped around, and you've just got to, again, I'll learn and I'll adapt how to try and make it so that doesn't happen again. So yes, once again, my YouTube friends, I hope that didn't end when I was actually still doing this. I doubt it, because it's I have waffled on quite a bit after I finished that. So I do apologise again. I really need to try and keep within the 30-minute time period, or adjust something on my camera so it doesn't go off. But yes, so I don't know what you've missed again. I do apologise. I was just can't even remember what I was talking about there. I think I was just talking about again how I compiled the digits in the method I use. So it's no huge disaster if we missed a few things. Hopefully I kind of covered the main things, and again it's in the past 61 episodes where I cover it, so we'll just leave it there for today, my friends. Okay, I shall see you tomorrow for day 63 of the 10,000 pubs to pie, my friends. Stay safe. Bye pie.